welcome back. So we're starting off in the basement. I am giving everything down here a good sweep. My sister cleaned before she left, but I did go around and do some scraping of the floors and that sort of thing. So there was just a little bit more debris to get cleaned up. And then I am mopping, giving the floors a good mop because I am preparing to get this floor painted. As you can see, there were a few steps there that never got painted from the first time that I did it. It was just awkward trying to figure out how I'm going to paint the steps and not walk on the steps and all that sort of thing. So I'm just going around and touching things up. Probably should have used a bigger roller here, but I didn't. So I was determined to just do spot touch-ups, and then I realized that section needed a little more TLC. Now I'm finally tackling these stairs. It has been a really long time, but we're finishing it. We're getting to the projects. That is what's important. Now, can anyone explain to me how did I skip a whole step right there? Just went right over it and poured it on the next one. I think I'm just very sleep deprived at this point. It's been a long work day, and then I came home and jumped right into all those projects. So getting the rest of the stairs finished up here, and this project I think this took 2 hours to do the whole basement floor and steps. So now we're back upstairs finishing up some random things. Enjoy. At this point, my boyfriend went to bed. He left me all by myself to do all of these projects. But he did have a doctor's appointment in the morning, so I just went into his room and touched up things and tidied up and consolidated. Just a little messy, so as was the whole house. So no big deal, just going in here, putting the rug back, moving this transition piece, threshold piece to the back of the house where the sunroom meets the kitchen. And yeah, so just tidying up and folding some things and just trying to get some sense of order going on in here. And yeah, I was in my feelings. I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I was just like, I'm down here, I'm still awake, cleaning up this house, and he's sleeping good, and he's stayed up so late before and done an all-nighter to do something he needed to do. So I was in my feelings cleaning up this house, but I eventually got out of them, and you'll see, or you probably have already seen in the other video, that he got up and started cutting the grass. So that was a little inside joke. Anytime my boyfriend has change around, I add it to my vacation fund. Here I am staining, there we go. Couldn't think of the word. I am staining some little nicks and scrapes that were on the corners of the wood door frames and the chair rail and that sort of thing. The stain that we used to fix that transition piece happened to match okay enough to go on some more spots in the house. So I'm just going through and rolling this around and wiping this up. Not all of the wood and trim pieces on the doors were this dark, and I found that out pretty quickly when I tried to wipe it away and the stain stayed dark. I was like, oop, I gotta be quicker than that and wipe this off immediately, because yeah, as you can see, it's much darker than the other wood. So yeah, now we're moving on to the bathroom. You can see here that it overlapped and it like collects dust and dirt and stuff, so I'm gonna cut that out. And the fact that this took That just took all of 5 seconds. And I have not done it in the past year. Just goes to show you how easily procrastination just works, you know? Wow, that is gunky. I think I'm gonna need that scrub brush. So let me get a little fine brush. Wipe this off while we're here. Let me get a little fine brush and a little dish soap. This is one of the brushes I use for the grout. This should help release a little bit more of this gunk. Oh yeah, now we're in business. I'm kind of confused that this still hasn't lifted. Like, oh man, this is really grimy. I think I need to get my oven cleaner and use some degreaser. Hold on, because why is it that grimy? And I'm not going to leave this on very long. I'm curious if I scrub at it, if this is going to lighten up at all. You know what? Oh my gosh. Alright, let's wipe this off. Wow. What? Oh. What? Like, how is this a thing? How is this a thing? Genuinely don't understand. But that does look 10 times better, for sure. guys. It's Saturday, September 13th, 7 a.m. Yes, we just went to bed about an hour and a half ago. We took a nap. We're back up and at it. Honey is outside fixing up the yard and trimming. And I'm about to finish getting the inside of the house together and light the candles for downstairs. Put away anything, final touches now that the basement stairs and floor is dry since I painted that a couple hours ago. My eye is twitching, my head is cloudy and foggy. I am exhausted, but just happy to have most of this mess put away and organized and that sort of thing, and decluttering. So, yeah, if I look exhausted, it's because this is me on 1.5 hours of sleep. If you can call it that, because it was broken sleep. We'll call it a 20 or 30 minute nap. Anyway, let's do what we gotta do. Starting off with finishing up the dining room and giving things away.